Oh, now?
Okay. No, later.
Hi, we're the Maccabees, and we're going to talk to you about our album. Are we?
Yeah, we are.
In the order.
But like track by track.
Track by track.
So the first song is a song called Love You Better, which is the next single, and it's just a proper pop song, you know, a kind of statement of intent to start the record. And got anything else to say about it?
Really, it's got the guys from Arcade Fire, or the guys who played brass with Arcade Fire and that, playing at the end, which is nice.
They've done a little fanfare.
A bit in the second verse as well.
A little bit in the second verse, if you listen for it.
But yeah, it's good.
One Hand Holding's the second song on the album, and it's kind of the most, I suppose it's the most kind of disco pop thing on the record, which Hugo did a lot of himself and then brought it to the group. And Orlando for a chorus on it. Have you got anything else to add to that?
No, that's pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah.
What did you want it to sound like?
It was originally trying to be a bit. I was listening to "Rip It Up" by Orange Juice a lot at the time, so it sounds
a bit like that.
A bit like that, really. Just a pop song.
Right, the third song. It's a song called.
Young Lions.
No, it's called Can You Give It? The first song's called Can You Give It? And that kind of has got, well, the original idea was it'd have these kind of add-on and enhanced percussion the whole way through it, and it ended up being not such a good idea, so that didn't end up happening. But yeah, that's probably all you need to know about that song.
Young Lions.
Fourth song's called Young Lions, and
that was one that took about 3 months to write, I think, from its initial stage. It was, but I don't know. I like that one.
It's kind of like a sort of benchmark of being one of the most ambitious songs in terms of its structure and where it comes from, its start to its end on the record, you know. And Orlando's lyrics on it, I think, are fantastic. One of the best on the record. The fifth song's called All of Arms, which is the title track of the record. And it's a song that we chucked away for ages, and then Marcus, the producer, kind of brought it back to life, said you've got to do that, and it kind of worked out really. It's like a kind of storytelling song with these kind of stacks trumpets in the middle of it, which is might not be to everyone's taste.
No, it's a good one. Yeah, we named the album after it in the end.
Title track, that's right.
But yeah. Did you already say that?
Yeah. No Kind Words is that sits right in the middle of the record, like the record revolves around it almost. And it was one of the first songs for the album, and it's kind of like we set out to write this record and try and make things interesting and make the record exciting, not from being like loud and quiet and fast and slow and all that kind of thing, and just it kind of wraps you up the more it goes along, you know, in this kind of monotonous way, which is definitely like a new way of us to write songs. It's got this kind of bed of sound, which was like came from when we were listening. Like we wanted to have this kind of like, because it's quite a hip hop beat.
Yeah.
And like some of the great hip hop records have like layered with these noises, which at first were going to be synths, and then that was a really bad idea to be synths. That sounded rubbish, and then it ended up being these kind of weird guitar sounds and stuff, which makes it work.
Yeah. Dinosaurs. I don't know.
Do you want to say
Dinosaurs? No, I don't know.
Nothing, you don't know anything about Dinosaurs.
That was an early one, wasn't it? That we wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it, is it?
That's it. I don't know.
I thought I was going to let you have a go.
I don't have anything to say about it really.
It's so at the end of Dinosaurs, there's I do a little solo and I do a note bend, which is a very new thing for us. We've never allowed any notes to be bent or like on the first album. That's it. Kiss and Resolve is a song that was really slow to start with, like real like waltzy kind of. It's supposed to be kind of croonerish, and it ended up being way quicker. But it's kind of Orlando does this like proper layered, like
Roy
Orbison like Pavarotti thing.
I think the idea was
beautifully sung.
It's like instrumentally done as sort of trying to create it as if it's orchestral without there being anything on it. So all the guitars. stuff play in that sort of way.
William Powers,
That was another lost one that we scrapped.
and then brought it back.
Yeah, had a revival.
You always liked this one, didn't you?
I thought this was a good one.
You thought its corner and it ended up being on the record.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, it's gone through phases, isn't it? Yeah, that's been about 6 different songs, I think. We had that when we were touring the first record. We had that.
Yeah.
It was one of the first new songs. It didn't sound anything like it does now.
It kind of came together right at the end. We did the last section was written on the day it was recorded, which kind of made the song what it is. But I don't know if you want to know actually anything actually literally about the song, because you won't learn anything from that.
What do you mean?
Well, do they want to know like what the chord sequence is? Or?
No,
I wouldn't want to know that.
I wouldn't know what it was.
There's a couple of notes on it.
17 Hands. Can't do that.
17 Hands is a song.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
17 Hands is a song that
It's
a song that Orlando wrote about kind of when his great grandfather or something won won some money on betting on a horse, and it was 17 hands high, and that's what he wrote the song about. But anything other than that, you'd have to ask him. So we're probably the wrong people to be doing the interview, if we're perfectly honest. But it kind of worked out. It's kind of nice closer proper to the record, I suppose. Bag of Bones, the last song, was originally meant to be like cut up into all these sort of interludes amongst the record, like an instrumental. But it kind of ended up being this like 4-minute thing at the end of the record that became a song in its own right, which Orlando put a verse on, and we started it in your kitchen with like salt and pepper grinders as drums, and it was a bit.
Well, so all the drum sounds, well, a lot of the drum sounds and stuff are all kept from my flat recordings with a pepper grinder, and and it just kind of ended up being built up, didn't it? And it's got like
it's kind of most soundscape.
Yeah,
we used to lay guitars all day in this bedroom in Hugo Manor, which was actually the bedroom that Morrissey stays in all the time. So I don't know whether that gives it any more of an interest or not, but that's just where we put all the guitars on it, and it's kind of like the most landscapey thing, and the album kind of like waltzes off to it.
Well, that was our album, song by song, and I haven't got anything to say. I don't know what to say.
No, just say like that's.
Oh, that's
I don't know, like maybe we're the Maccabees.
That's it. We're the Maccabees. We've been the Maccabees. That's what you're trying to tell me to say.
I don't know, man.